Good morning, everyone. Let's see. First time since before the accident that I got to actually wash my head. It was dirty. There was so much dirt. So I'm thankful that I got to wash my hair. I'm excited to get to Dallas today. Here in the hotel room, getting the stuff finished packed up. Not much to carry, thankfully. Most of it got shipped. Um, but yesterday was a busy day. I had a follow up with my medical appointment for my surgeon. Everything looks like it's healing well. Hopefully, it continues to do that. It's a long healing process, so take it as it goes. Uh, what else? Let's see. So I'm going to be leaving the hotel here around 8:30, 8:45 to get to the airport. From there, I will be going to get through the airport, hopefully with a wheelchair assistance, to get me onto a plane. And from that, I hope to take that flight to get to Dallas this afternoon. Um, oh, yeah. Rehab well and sending you all the love and healing energy, my friend. Appreciate you guys. Uh, yeah, sorry, John the Hippie, Naspel. I don't know if that's how you say it right, but I appreciate you guys for joining in. Appreciate everybody else as well. Um, for me, it's I'm trying to stay as positive as I can. Obviously, I'm a human being. I have ups and downs. Um, it's just taking it as it comes. Like I said, my hair feels great. I haven't had my head feel so good in a little while, so I appreciate the fact that I get to do that. I appreciate the fact that I don't have to carry so much stuff. Most of the stuff that I'm carrying is my medical needed supplies for the next couple days. Didn't want to ship those and then run into an issue of not having what I needed. So, there's just a few things that I've been still dealing with. Uh, Thank you, John the Warrior, John the Hippie. I'm a war. He says I'm a freaking warrior. Thank you, I appreciate that. Um, I'm no different than anybody else. We all have this ability. We all have the ability to allow ourselves. Not, we're human. We're gonna go down sometimes. We're gonna get angry. We're gonna frustrate. We got emotions. We got to deal with those as we come. But you can't lie in it, and that's something I can't do anymore. Is I can't let myself get into that trap, into that quicksand, where I get stuck in it. And so for me, getting at it as fast as possible, getting to let you guys know that when I'm struggling, and all these other things, it helps me get out of that faster. So, um, one of the things I wanted to talk about, and something that I've been kind of noticing over the last few days getting out of the hospital, is my memory. I'm having a lot of trouble remembering things, um, and not per se like it's just like random things. It's weird. Like I don't remember having a conversation with a friend. Um, I'm forgetting different details of like items that I've owned that I owned in the camper. I can't remember, and I was really organized. Like I made sure I had everything in a certain place. I knew what I had, and I can't remember half the stuff I owned anymore right now. I'm hoping that'll come back. But for me, it's have a great day. Lost accent. Uh, my eyes are bothering me today too. Um, but it's there's so much that can it's crazy because I passed the memory testing that they make me do in the hospital. I did it, I think, perfect if I remember correctly. But I'm getting between the medications, the pretty bad concussion that I got, obviously. My helmet did a great job. Burn helmets out of Massachusetts. Love my hard hat helmet, and I'll definitely be getting another one. I hope to reach out to them for some support. If you guys want to, feel free to start flooding them, asking if they can give Rapidan support. Let's see if they'll do it. If not, we'll always get it. It doesn't matter one way or another. Um, but if people are willing to support and help me out, that's helpful. So, yeah, burn for life. So it's uh, it's a little bit of things that I've been dealing with. I also was able to go to a the dental school yesterday here in North at the North Arizona University. Um, I got two mouth. It's kind of crazy. So I had a lot of plaque buildup. I haven't been to a dentist. Do you really? Reach out, Mello. Dude, if they're willing to help me out with a new hard hat or whatever, even a discount, whatever, anything that can help me out in the ultimate run, that'd be great. If not, it is what it is. They're a business. They gotta make money too. But I appreciate that. Deuce, hey Dan, my shop might bring them in. I might be able to help. Dude, you should definitely bring them in. They're amazing. I think they're a great helmet company. And to be honest, my helmet is bashed up. The foam inside has got a little bit of compression, but the helmet withstood. It didn't crack. It didn't have any issues. I've seen a lot of helmets out there, and I'm not a fan of most of the actual cycling helmets, in that sense of like that traditional cycling style. But everybody has its preferences. I'm not a fan of any other ones, and I will never wear any other helmet except Burn. So, at least unless somebody comes up with something better than that I think that I doubt I can find. But I'm a loyal person to Burn at this point. From all my other accidents as well. Thankfully, they weren't as bad as this, but that helmet has kept my head on. And also the accidents that I've been in, like when I was in Wyoming, I hit my head pretty good. Luckily, the helmet did its job, but the way I have it, sometimes it's a little loose. So I got a little bit of road rash originally from that. But it's great. It's a great company. I appreciate them, and the technologies and the things that they do for head and stuff like that. Anyways, getting off of Burn. We talked about them enough. It's been just the memory issues I'm dealing with, the forgetfulness, the frustration that I'm dealing with because I can't remember whether or not I had a conversation with somebody, and then when I get on a phone call with somebody to talk about certain things, I'm like, hey, did I already tell you about this? Or hey, listen to this. What's going on there? Oh, Dan, you already told me. I'm like, really? Crap. I don't remember. Um, it's obviously expected. It's gonna happen. There's gonna be there's always oof, almost hit that light off my neck. There's things that just happen, and there's time. Your brain needs a recovery process as well. It's just mind blowing to me that I did really well on the memory test or whatever they want to call it at the hospital, but I feel like I feel like it got worse. Like it kind of like it's like in the obviously I think it's probably in the rebuilding circuit style thing or whatever you want to call that, but it's definitely something that is affecting me. My um, I don't even know. Like I've been getting more headaches. Thankfully, the medications I'm on make me drowsy, so I sleep without worrying about headaches. Um, but it's there's a lot of stuff between the healing of my body, the healing of my mind. It's gonna be one day at a time. Uh, so bear with me if we've had conversations. I've been actually trying to remember like people reaching out to me to remind them if you're gonna reach out to me and I'm busy because it's been I feel like I'm busier now in ways. Obviously, I'm not busy riding a bike, but I'm busier, like reaching, uh, contacting people, getting ready for appointments, preparing for. I'm really excited about this podcast, guys. Like the more I think about it, and the more I talk about it, I really am, and it's something that I never expected because one, I don't really think I have that podcasting voice. I don't think I do, but I'm getting better at. Uh, Look up mind your I don't know how to say that word. Mitochondria by Terry Wallace. All right, I'll look that up at some point. Do me a favor, DM me that so I don't forget because I won't see it after I end this live video. Please. Oh, dude, I actually do have omegas. Thankfully, I have Kyani, and I get omega and fish oils all the time already, and different products through them. Which again, I lost half my stuff. I am very sad. My Kyani supplements that I take, half of them are gone, and I am hoping that I can find a way to get some more or something because I'm trying to conserve that money that I got for survival for the next 6+ months, and also potentially the bicycle and whatever other financial costs that come up. Because my survival for this entire, actually, guys, craziness. Yesterday, even though I'm not on a bicycle anymore, I'm still on my journey, and I hope you guys understand that. I'm not going back home right now. I hope at one point to come to New England to visit, but that will be probably before I restart on the bicycle, but also give myself enough time to be able to bend my knee and walk and hopefully avoid most of the cold that's coming, because I don't want to deal with that anymore. So with that being said, I'm at 2 years and 8 months since leaving home, since leaving my insecurities. Also, if you heard that, I've been really, since the accident, have been having trouble having bowel movements and stuff like that. My farts smell like death. Not that you guys care about that, but I wanted to share that because I'm smelling it now. And if I think it smells like death, I'm sure everybody else is like, oh my God. But it's part of the process, part of the pain medications that I'm taking, and unfortunately it binds you up, and making do of it as best I can. Also got softeners and everything else, so haven't gone much, but thankfully I am going. But as I'm sitting in the hotel room right now, I'm actually just getting my leg ready because I'm gonna have to walk a little bit this morning to get to the car that I gotta get to deliver me to the airport. But also the just the motion of it helps getting the blood flowing, gets it healing, I think, as long as I don't overdo it. Yeah, dude, it stinks. And it's hilarious, I know. So anyways, I know I'm kind of jumping all over the place. I didn't really have any intention of what I wanted to particularly talk about. I'm just, like I said, taking it as it comes, trying to think of things to talk about, as crazy that it is. I have so much. If you guys get a chance, definitely check out my post that I made this morning. It's for dedication to my camper. And now it's going to make me emotional. I can already feel it. That camper literally gave me a second opportunity. And really, I can't even say a second, another opportunity. And looking good, buddy. Thank you, Nikki Six. Yeah, it's one day at a time. I definitely am really impressed on how well I healed with the road rash, and thankfully it wasn't as bad as it looked. But my nose was pretty bad. I had so much road rash all over my nose, and you would, if you saw me 2 weeks ago, you'd been like, oh man, it's gonna take a while to heal. And if you didn't see that and you just see me now, you're like, he looks pretty good. There's no way he didn't get in an accident or whatever you want to say. That's like the last bit that I got on my nose. It is healing faster than I ever anticipated. Yeah, I'm glad I'm healing well. The fact that I'm eating a lot of food, so I'm getting a lot of nutrients. I'm eating the same amount of food that I would as if I was on the, actually, to be honest, I think I'm eating more food now than I would as if I was on the road. Yeah, bud, moved to Alamo City. Universe just wanted to make sure your book would be a top seller. Yeah, yeah. Something else that I gotta work on is I'm hoping to team up with somebody that can help me. So if you guys know anybody that wants to help Lieutenant Dan here write a book, I got some time to at least prep it, maybe not get it done. Yeah, but I don't know. What's up, Stoon? How you doing? Uh, so I'm gonna have to write a book. It's gonna have to happen at some point. There might be from Turkey. All right. Um, I also need to get a hold of Nicole Alamo City to get her on my podcast for ADHD. That's a huge movement that I want to support as well. But anyways, man, I lost my train of thought. See, this is what I'm talking about, guys. I can't like lose it. Even in mid sentence, I'll forget what I'm saying. Uh, all right, definitely. I'll be in touch once I get to Texas. We'll talk about that. Um, you know, it's tough, man. I got so many. Oh yeah, thank you. I'm eating more food than I normally do. See, that's why I'm glad you guys are listening because I'm forgetting. So yeah, I'm glad I got the triggered memory at least for now. So I'm eating twice as much food as I probably normally did while I was in the hospital. I'm eating more food. I ate. By the way, I had a California burrito last night. Um, you know, I haven't had a real California burrito. And when I say a California burrito has French fries in it, not mashed potatoes. and and the seasoning of the meat was just right. It was amazing. So I had a California burrito last night here across the street from the hotel I'm staying at today, and I saw it on the menu and I was like, done. I'm getting that, and I want a carne asada burrito. I ate both of them. I usually eat a lot, but that was a good amount of food for me, and I could have eaten more probably. But honestly, it's all the nutrients my body needs to heal. So that's important. If you guys are in pain, you're sick. I know it's tough because I am the same way when I get sick, and I don't eat as much when I'm healthy. I eat a lot, but not as well. Um, Nutrients is a huge thing, and it's important to feed your body nutrients in the times that it's rebuilding because it is using a lot of energy to do that. And I'm using a lot of energy on my legs right now, and on my tailbone, and on my mind, and thankfully a little bit of other minor stuff, but mostly my lower body. My hands actually are a lot better looking. They're getting almost done on both hands. So it's it's something that you guys got to remember to do. Feed the soul, feed the body, feed the mind, the nutrients it needs to heal you, but also having the positive energy. Energy is huge. If you feel depressed about it and you don't want to, you just get down on yourself, which we all do. It's expected, but don't allow yourself to stay there. It gives you the ability to heal faster, in my opinion. And if anybody else, uh, tell me if I'm wrong otherwise, but from my own experiences, I'm healing faster now in this accident that I've been in. Any other accident before bicycling, because I've been in a lot of accidents in my life, because I think of my attitude, my fitness as well, being healthy. Yes, my wounds on my face are past, and it's amazing how well I've healed up. To be honest, guys, I think I look better now after the road rash and cleaning my face up, the healing. So it gave me new skin. It gave me a fresh look, and but no, that's it. That's all it is. Is giving yourself the ability to have the best results. The best results is all those things: nutrients, feeding yourself, giving yourself the opportunity. We're gonna deal with depression and sadness and what all those other feelings, frustration, anger, whatever you got, whatever the situation goes through. We all deal with those things in one way or another at one point or another. But don't allow yourself to sit there. So, with that being said, uh, I gotta pack up. I will be doing another live video hopefully while I go through the airport. Maybe while I'm getting towed around, hopefully. And then And then I'll be getting to Dallas this afternoon, where I will be getting some errands done, meet up with my boy Chris. Not even my boy, my brother Chris. We didn't serve together, and there's an age gap, but that don't mean nothing. I'm thankful for him. I'm thankful that he's given me a place to stay and giving me an opportunity to do this podcast. So if again, I'm hoping to release the first podcast for Movement Monday. Will be the weekend, the Monday after Thanksgiving. So with that being said, I got some work to do, and also that's gonna be going through. If you guys want to listen to other ones that I've done with him, or other ones that he's done with other veterans and personnel, definitely check it out. It's called Heart of a Volunteer Veterans Podcast. You can see that on all the main podcast media outlets, Apple, Google, whatever they are. I will be learning all those, so I know them better. But like, I watch it on Spotify, and I know they're on that. So, if you get an opportunity to check it out, see what's going on, get yourself familiarized with the kind of the idea of what may happen. I might change it up because Chris has got his own technique, and I'm gonna learn a lot from Chris. But I'm my own person, and I'm gonna make it that independent. But we're gonna do a transition, so you'll hear about that more on the first episode, because we're gonna hand over the reign on Mondays. So, and we're gonna again, we'll talk about that. You'll see about that. We'll hear about it. And again, that's something that I want to do is I'm going to be recording my conversations, however that can help, so that visually you can see it on YouTube and on hopefully the gram, depending on how long it is. I'm not sure how long I'm going to make these podcasts be. They can be as long as I want or as short as I want, but for you guys, I want to actually, if you guys get an opportunity, either comment below, or DM me, like, what is your ideal time to listen to a podcast? What's the amount of time that you're willing to listen to it before you're like, dude, this is just too much, or man, that was too short. I wish I had more. Give me a time frame. I'll take all the suggestions I can. Information that you guys give me is going to help me be a better host. And also, again, if you guys know anybody that has a movement of sorts, a movement to help children, a movement to help with mental health issues, suicide, causes in general. If you guys know somebody that is involved, that is a veteran, they don't have to be a veteran organization. They don't have to be for just veterans. But my goal is to get a veteran on board and do the talking with them, or a connection to veterans in that way. So, since it's the Veterans Podcast, but there's also things that we can do to, everybody, like for children. I'm going to be speaking to a mother that lost one of her children. And again, check this out, Jesse's Toy Box. I don't even know what year it is, and I apologize for not knowing that, but he started an organization called Jesse's Toy Box, or he started it as a thing of his own. He wanted to help children that were sick, and he was sick as well, so we started collecting toys, giving them to the children at these hospitals that he was going to as well, and that was at 5 years old, and at 8 years old, he unfortunately lost his life during a surgery that was supposed to be his last surgery to be what we would call normal, and to live that normal life as a child. And unfortunately, that didn't happen. And I'm thankful that his family and his mom took their sadness and pain and continued that legacy, because now they get to help Jesse continue to live in a different way and in a different memory. So I'm thankful that I got to meet them, and get a little emotional every time I say it, because although I never met him, all I know about him is what I've been told by some friends of friends from their from the family, people in the community, and from the family itself. and through information that I've read and all these other things, um, that boy was amazing, and it's sad because he he had a lot to give for this world, um, and it's just tough. So again, with that being said, guys, I gotta get off this live. I gotta pack up. I gotta get ready to go so I'm ready to plan this. I gotta make phone calls to get organized for rides when I get there. So guys, enjoy your day. Be ready for another live stream later on today. I'm gonna try to do it before I get on the plane, and then also go from there. So enjoy your mornings, and we'll talk soon.